Good morning, fellow Ambazonians. Today, na new month, number 1 day for this number 4 month for this year 2022. My name na Capo Daniel, the Deputy Defense Chief of the Ambazonian Governing Council, aka Sense Pass King, una own countryman. This one na our daily podcast, a program where we bring meaningful information, substantiated evidence-based analysis, where go help we navigate through this journey to our way of independence and freedom from Cameroon occupation. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow citizens of Ambazonia, if you be think say the Cameroon terrorism, Cameroon brutality of our people, burning down of houses and killing of innocent children will be over very soon, well, we are facing the true colors of the devil, the bat snake, as Mancho BBC called it. Yesterday, when I get the call from Bambui, say the Cameroon terrorist military, they then break into one money house for 3 a.m. for night, carry out the raid, move the power of a house, shoot them for a room, pull it outside with the 2 boys and kill them. I be feel saying a prank. I feel saying one of these Cameroon their agent where they used to sometime send us fake information, make we try for post them and then they use them for discredit we. Only for me for call the community and for saying a reality again. For a place where we know say we be then give some small space for allow a road meet and construct a road for those who feel say it will be important more allow that particular relief. There is no Ambazonian activity in Bambili for over a month. The Cameroon military, their special squad for B, then prepare an attack. They enter with armored car, just like when you do go ambush a camp. But this time, no be for ambush a camp, not just for go attack a person in the house where there is no evidence say that person carry gun or any of the picking them there for any Ambazonian forces. They enter for the house, they no search the house, they no ask any person any question. We go make any of us believe or think say they be the attack the house now because say they na inside war. Then just come simply if can do their sport, carry a pauper and a 2 picking them, execute them, abandon their dead body in cold blood in front of their house, enter back their armored cars and go. This one a Cameroon military where they come out for Tuba, then can carry out this action. Now the population that for Bambui had they cry, they mourn the death of an entire family in the hands of La République du Cameroon, the terrorist military forces. Unprovoked, this is just pure terror. Why for inside Ndu, at one for report for our people, say our forces them, they don't get reinforcement and they don't take a counter action. They don't neutralize one of the head also for those Mbororo people that they call Njalake for Isandu. It can be neutralized in the process of our counterattack and a property way they will save them using like a place to kidnap people and can hold them. For instance, Santang, it can be destroyed as well, then burn and down, and some place for also for instance Jitsu, where the people they can gather with La République, the military before they want carry out the burning of houses them for inside Ndu. For the diplomatic side, the president of the governing council, Dr. Cho Lucas Ayaba, he now addressed the Ambazonian people regarding the report from the European Union, a report regarding our condition and state of war with La République du Cameroon. That particular response will be available for our YouTube channel and also for the ACN channels.
Full independence and sovereignty over our land is going to end the conflict. For 60 years, we were butchered, discriminated, battered. International law principles flagrantly violated. Puppets who were first our leaders elected by our people were hijacked at gunpoint and put in place to serve a brutal enemy that dismantled institutions of democracy and self-governance, institutions that guaranteed freedom and civil liberties, that provided opportunities for our people, and replaced them with totalitarian institutions that deprive our people of opportunities, murdered those who spoke, imprisoned those who resisted, exiled those who refused to accept. 60 years. It was business as usual for the world. As we suffered, lacked an identity, deliberately sent into exile for purposes of education, economic opportunities, and security. 5 years into a brutal war, thousands of our people murdered. An enemy that walks into our land now kidnaps our own people, sends the people into his own country, detain them incommunicado, try them in kangaroo military tribunal in violation of the non-trial of civilians in military tribunal, sentence them to long-term imprisonment, burn down thousands of our villages, burn down homes, murdered children, systematic brutality as a matter of policy. For even if we had a union treaty with La République, even if that treaty had transformed that coexistence into a normal situation of a state, systematic violation of human rights and denial of right as a people should get Ambazonians to invoke the premise of Articles 1 of the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, though non-binding, and its sister treaty, Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights.
In the message, Dr. Chuayaba articulated Ambazonian the right of self-determination and call on the EU for respect the same and for stand for the same for our people for attain their independence and freedom. Ladies and gentlemen, this time I go tend to respond for our soldier, one of the Bui warrior soldier, where he send me an audio. Make I play the audio. In name na alias Talk and Do. I go respond for ye, and I think say na a very good opportunity for me for address the soldier then directly and our population them to a larger extent regarding the issue the way the soldier erase some for the audio. I will play the audio.
Capo Daniel, Captain Talk and Do on the line from Shinarambos Camp. Wainama. So something there where it go on for Ground Zero. We don't know whether this fight will fight so. We don't know which government will follow him. And as we do, I want to say me they declare them for me I know. Me all we know for Ground Zero. Because in fighting there for inside we. Do for example, I don't listen for year whether when I will talk say wait for the infighting where it day between civilian and soldier for Oku. When I never talk. Now some incident is yesterday 29 March for Kumbu. Infighting there for Kumbu now.
I could interrupt and then I could reply shortly so that many people dedicate which way it happen. Which way happen for inside Kumbu no be a protest against Ambazonian fighters them because the ADF overall commander for Oku, General Bush Rambo, he get a very clean record. No be soldier way even put roadblock for take money for people them or for tax people them. He done set up our transitional authority for Oku way be the work fine. Which way happen na say 5 years ago he come for Oku with some individual that would call their name previously. They can bribe their relatives them specifically make them come go protest against he. You know, we don't do anything wrong. And we don't talk say Ambazonian fighter then get right for defend themselves and then get right for disperse crowd. So the next time people that they approach camp on a force basis as a cover for Cameroon military, As una know very well, the Cameroon military be invade that area, hiding behind those people them. May they know say they go face the consequences, and all the ringleader them, where they be involved in those paid for protests against Ambazonia and their self-determination, they will be tracked down and they will face the consequences for their action. Then for the issue concerning government, I will play them because he could see talk them again, and I will reply after that.
20 civilians and they unwounded. One soldier dead. One civilian died. Now, when they shit on the fool when arms in, when they shit on, we not hear even any advice for una. We don't know whether we follow now we step. It don't reach now for the level where we see anti civilian and go turn against we. We don't know whether this struggle there so it gonna how it work and how. If something there where when I feel advise we for Grand Zero they saw them. We
Concerning this one, now the issue down here say the people that want be some football stadium, and then so that the can stop that football stadium, make it no go ahead. The problem I say, una for the Bui Warrior, una can for can unite, for can collaborate with we in this joint collaborative platform we call them say Bui Unity Warrior. Una no set up the modality we dan give for una. We dan advise our general make it work together with Mad Dog, so that the people them way then they behind Mad Dog, whether the hella be for the diaspora a leadership, me then come together, make we form a practical platform for implement the resolution, the memorandum of understanding. We nobody yet the implement them. So now why that would I say me no man, use the word Bui Unity Warrior again, because we know for the answer name way, we know the monitor, we need the supervise, and we need the advice. Accordingly, we not get any command and control structure. Until that is done, Bui Unity Warrior, it don't remain now for paper. Concerning the issue where it happened between the civilian them and that particular camp, we don't try to advise the general for back. But as soon as know, the problem we get for this struggle, and I say some people them like they want the way they phone a back for Bui Warrior Day, the splinter group for Bui Warrior. They be been at their place, not before just send money. The whole idea for sponsorship for forces and for ground, in need to work. People they know if she don't gather money, send them for ground, and then those she don't then quiet. Now their responsibility for take care for una, for give una and ethics, for give una a code of conduct. Not be just for game, but for take responsibility for make sure say una implement them. Now then get that responsibility for make sure say make the community school them and the relationship between the population and the forces they make it be good. Now they fail una in those areas. But for we to step in with the respect protocol, we will wait until the implementation phase for the Bui Unity Warrior Memorandum of Understanding that will come in for can begin the help una fully. But definitely we do best as we send this message for me for advise the community for the area where una the control them and for make sure say make una be in harmony, because una come on for those same community, una they represent na the community their ultimate aspiration, and una must know that one and una must work for that one. So una no fit the blame all man for una own problem. Make una no feel say this problem na ADF they would anchor them for our head all by ourselves. No, all man get responsibility. If you no fit help your own community, if you no fit listen for reasoning, then you go for blame your own self.
No whether this struggle there so it gonna how it work and how. If something there when I feel advise we for Grand Zero they saw them. We
the problem where it is say una the talks una no know what it happen, una no know how this struggle go dey. Now because say una be the follow na the IG, una no be the follow na the liberation movement. Because for those who they follow the governing council, they not be confused. They know how they day and they know how they struggle with the go. So now for think the side una they follow them, what are they mislead una every day now with scandal. They don't abandon una. The only thing they need them for una na credit for them to take and go for social media. No be even for them to take and go do diplomacy for help make it translate into victory for our country. But now people they una supposed to know by now. From the beginning, all the group they don't come under that IG, the leader them all, they don't mislead una, they don't lie for una, they are activism or they don't confess it, they don't lie for una. So make una abandon that group, una join the struggle. Una fight for una country, una listen for sound advice, and una realign una self with effective group them with them be focused for our liberation.
Una talk. Because we see and say this corruption is common for diaspora. We don't know whether ADF, IG, now holding the rule.
So when they always make mistake, you dey talk say this corruption, una don't know what it common for. Say it common for diaspora. No, you need the common for diaspora. Diaspora no be all man. For diaspora, you also get Ambazonians. For diaspora, you get the Ambazonia Governing Council. This corruption, it end na for IG. It start na for IG, it end na for IG. Make una no became mix all man for una pot soup. And not saying I think that way la Republic be the plan for do am. For use the IG for redefine who we will be and which way the liberation movement it be about. And at the same way, modus operandi way, Kunyam titles, their political attaché for their military, it use them, and all traitor that they use them. For use the IG for define the liberation. Make una know very clearly. Say the corruption, the scandal we would hear for this struggle, the collaboration with La Republic for sign deal them, for stop fighting for inside CDC area them, all na for IG. Na IG problem. And it be limited to IG. You know, be in the other movement them. You get 7 other nationalist movement. The Ambazonia Governing Council being the leading faction. Them be isolate, they not be involved in all those corruption, all those scandals we wanna get them for IG. So me gonna no begin call diaspora. Wanna begin call the name for the people they wanna be the aligned with them before. Because now they don't bring una this scandal.
When I give the red government, we rule this Ambazonia. We for Grand Zero, we understand ourselves. We in fighting stop. But this infighting now because they waiting. There are 2 government there. We me and know IG and ADF. We will not know the real government. We if you give we order, say when I give for work so, when I give for work so. But this infighting for Grand Zero now because they waiting. We 1 year say IG don't go attack ADF. Now because IG don't shit down. We want go attack ADF because say waiting. ADF they na for under Chu Ayaba. First time IG they under Sako with Chris Ano. But now so be confused. Infighting there for diaspora, infighting there for Grand Zero.
So my brother, you carry gun and you don't talk true. Now whether I like you, I always respond for your message every time when I send them for me. And you don't talk true. Say na 2 government and they according to you. And I say you the same. The problem where you didn't I say when I think say for we for fight, we must fight not only under government because we don't be used to with government for La Republic. Now either way they don't know say our weakness that, our foolishness that. So then come with the name for government for fee say they could take all support. For some people then they fight now for support, they need to fight now for liberate. So they don't come fool now. When I be here Mark Barata, they don't confess say they be lie una. There is nothing like a government. The Ambazonia Governing Council, you know, be government. Just because something get that name say government, you know, mean say that thing na government. Even for Njangi group, you also get government for inside Njangi. You get them for inside school. Government for school way it lead things them. But you know mean say for toxic government, it means a government like a true government for a country, a contemporary government. Because government get the power, the sovereign power, the exclusive power for certain duties and certain responsibility. So when I go attack ADF or Ambazonian Governing Council, because when I feel say it didn't under IG, reason them for yourself. Because when I feel say na government, so any man we know they under the government when I feel say when I need to go attack it, because say it need for they under the government because na only government feel represent a country. Now for they when they make mistake. Plenty liberation movement the way they don't go through, they not be ever create government. They be down one we say if we create government, it go to confuse people them. Now why that way the people the way they go create the government and do them? Because the one they confuse now for take support. Their intention not be ever been as say go liberate we. Now why that their focus never ever be now for the liberation. Their focus they always be now for negotiation. So for answer your issue about true government, There is no government. Government they come now when it be legitimately put in place. The IG no be government, even though they claim say they be a government. They claim say they get people where they represent Ambazonia for all sides. It's scared they be that make some election where you vote for they, or people in your village vote for they for represent them. So not just lie, not just play for manipulate people their brain, where they don't be under Cameroon subjugation for so long. So make we not forget this idea say government. When we free the country, now that time where people they go get chance for vote and create true government. They go give mandate for the person where go win, make it elect me appoint a minister them for whatever type of government where they get them. Right now we're getting a liberation struggle. We fight for free ourselves. We fight for resist Cameroon. So we fight for resist and we fight for free ourselves. All the groups and where they not just organization, they call them not organization, not be government. Even if you call yourself, say you been a president for place where you day, it not gonna make you president. Even if your friend and join the call you say you be president, it not gonna make you president. So even though the IG call themselves say they be government, it never make them government. Make una no ever go attack ADF again because una feel say they under Ayabacho. ADF is no day under Ayabacho. ADF is day under the president of the Ambazonian Governing Council. Ayabacho do happen for being the elected leader for that institution. ADF na a force, na a well-structured organization where they work inside a democratic institution. Because they don't fool na say because Ayabacho popular, it means na ye get ADF. No, ADF na a institution where they build and for the people. Na a institution where they don't make like a nursery, like they don't plant na small thing where you can grow, become the foundation for our army. Become, it means say when we go for Boya, it could transform the people the way they did for day, or the people they fight, they could be that base where they could feel take and build an army. So the mistake go na get them, na say they don't fool, na say na government day. Make una remember say the time we will start to fight this struggle where all we will be for one mob. Nothing no be the government, but nobody will be the fight. So yes, we need to return back for that situation because the SCACOV, the joint platform where they be create them, it will then be illegally transformed and in no worker. So make we forget them, we focus for fight against La Republic and for align ourselves with effective leadership way if we help for do diplomacy with the fighting what they do and for make sure say we need to do fight go shidong wipe mob, but the fighting what they fight them. Some person the way they take them go make me the international community know say La Republic it done lost, me them force La Republic, me they accept defeat. And no say it go feel hard you for understand. But the only advice I could tell you na say make you know say government you know day, government it go day now when we don't get freedom. Right now, una need to follow na leadership way it lead una for the right way. We be effective for bring una way to una want them, for bring the plans we will need them, and for do the hard job we go take for we forget freedom for inside diplomatic side. If I go advise you, I go say me gonna abandon the IG, me gonna abandon align una self with the Ambazonia Governing Council because now the only hope for we for effectively prosecute this liberation movement.
Go. And with find out for waiting. Because it shows the infighting way there for Grand Zero and the infighting way there for diaspora. Would really beg we wanna take time advise we. Tell we wait away or the do them. Tell with the real government, we will follow them. Because we'll be confused now for Grand Zero because infighting not over too much. Soldier then they die, civilian then they die. And it only for the level where civilian and don't turn against we Amba. We don't know whether when I accept them, we take the gun and I say, we wanna finish we. I don't know.
So one thing we need to know, the way to call and say infighting, not be really infighting because infighting means that two people they fight each other. Way to call and say infighting na inside attack, where the people the way they for IG they pay una they force una go attack ADF, just like how you don't explain them. ADF nobody ever come on one day say they prepare for go attack another camp. Even inside Bui, now we una the way Isobu the Siwaka, they try for key people. We don't instruct all of our soldiers them, make them reach out for Isobu for try for talk for you because Isobu they so a person way no get sense, but a good soldier. They don't fully, it don't be brainwashed for things say ADF and una be first day with you una to work for La Republic because the people the way they for that IG all the way they do them na lie, they don't do them based on lie. So we no say they don't fully, we don't talk say make we only fi act against you na in self-defense. But me no man, no go chase, go enter for kicker like he did. Me the levy for place where he unless he camp can attack before they fit take defensive action. So we never ever they send people me then go attack people. We never ever they do them. So we no fit talk so then in fighting. And I take the opportunity for send message for Isobu. Isobu, when you hear the audio, people they tell you say ADF and your brother them for Mad Dog they fight for La Republic. They don't deceive you. No believe them. Reconcile with your brother. Focus your gun for fight La Republic and join your brother them for fight with La Republic. If you know if you join them, begin focus for fight La Republic. You want for place where you dey. You go help all of we for gateway to one time when our independence. Because now a shame say some of our own people they fight against our own people based on lies.
Yeah, Capo Daniel, you are cafed up. I don't come back again. For Adiwa on top. Una the same way this so and they die so. Civilian they die for Ground Zero. Una the feel na how. Una for diaspora. I really ask them. Una the feel na how. Because so they not over die. Civilian they not over die. Una already be confused. Now why that way? If you 1 year today say civilian they don't turn against so them. Now how una for diaspora? Now how una go feel? When una there for diaspora say now wanna be the head for the government. It don't for the level where civilian go turn against we for Ground Zero. Una want advice where una say una advise we for Ground Zero na how. I say wait. Una really make a move no. Una take time advice commander them, generals them. Even if which come, even if ADF or IG, I really beg. Una advise all we will be united. Fight this fight. Now 6 years today, we will fight. We don't know where the fight will go in and how. But now,
my brother, I go tell you one thing. Why you see say for ADF, they are calm them, all civilian, it is stand with them. When I see say the highest number of people where they don't come out for March for 1st of October, then come on under ADF calm them. For you what are you talking now for Lebialem, or na for Momo, or na even for Bui. You see how population it come out come for day. Now because say our soldier them, they know say they fight now for the people, not be for themselves. And our leadership, it make sure say it institute good relationship between the civilian and the military by opening community school, not only opening but promoting community school. You see, if you know how many community school inside Una side the way we wouldn't welcome me open, even with me in particularly with Una general them. Now because we care for the people. And would make a the soldier then demonstrate that for the people them, because we fight now for the people. We not need for the exploit the people them in any shape or form. It no go benefit you for a short run, then it make you suffer for the long run. We must make sure say we not do injustice, make we not copy the bad things the way La Republic they do and begin implement them for our people. Because when you start think like La Republic, you feel say you don't come up for one country, you want can create your own that same country. Your concept is still for country is still be like the one way be there for La Republic. You feel say police and military their job now for begin exploit people and then you do the same thing way La Republic be the doing for our own people. Why you no feel say the people then took a rise up? So learn from the ADF commander them, learn from us the way we would do things them. Then you go live in peace with your community. Look how we don't create anti-kidnapping squad for fight against kidnapping for ransom. The people the way they call now for they say then they for the IG, they don't ever open one school. They ever wake up money, send money for Buide would be hospital 2 times before una can destroy them. When I be feel una they can destroy that hospital, so when they destroy them, when they destroy na ADF or when they destroy na Ambazonia their chance for get freedom. Now that thing the way when they do them, when they follow good sense, na either make them the population for una side them, they worry una. So make all we will focus. No say the ghost town na population their own way for show resistance. Resistance not be only for military. The military force it did it na like a vanguard. We call them for ADF say na a vanguard for protect the civilian their protests. This war it be owned by the civilian, not be by the military. Will be just their backup. Make una know so all money place day. Yeah, place day. So make we focus and make we realign ourselves for thing where to work. Because if una no realign una self, change una mind from that wrong way una be the follow am, it will make make una spoil this struggle, because the population where you go to rise up because of the baba things the way una they do them against them way no correct, injustice them, they do case the way people for diaspora where them be vested with knowledge about these things, they need to be involved for shape them. Even for the people for ground zero where they know judicial precedent for our traditional courts and customary court, we need to give them that power where they deserve them. We need to give the priority for people than the way we did. How it go do fine for we all. So when I realign on ourselves, when I abandon thing we need to work. If you continue for the do the wrong thing, follow the wrong path, no expect say the result it will be different. If you want good result, follow the right path, follow the right authority, follow the right leadership, and everything shall be fine. Capo Daniel, signing off.